Well, we're at Bryce Canyon National Park. It's still Thursday evening, and we're at Inspiration Point. I think it's got a pretty good name. These tall, narrow spires that stick up like this are referred to as hoodoos. All right, a little more shadow than I like down here, but this is Upper Inspiration Point overlook down at the hoodoos. I'm going to do a more of a panoramic shot here for you when I get done with this introduction here. Nice. All right, this is quite a shot here from Upper Inspiration Point. All right, this is a shot from Bryce Point. Slightly different angle of the hoodoos and the pine trees. We're still at Bryce Point. We haven't actually gotten to the point yet. It's over there. We'll take a little walk over there. We are now at Vera Point. It's about 7:40 in the evening. A little different.
Don't get my face in it.
I'm not to use the camera.
Still at Sunset Point. Bon made me stop here because you can see more in these washes right here. And in the distance you can see the sun just catching the top of the mesa in there, inside the canyon. A little different shot at Sunset Point. Not too often that I do campfires. This one's really roaring. It's made out of dry cedar, and it likes to burn. It's Friday morning, May 25th. We are going to make another trip back to Bryce Canyon National Park this morning and do some hiking. The wind is starting to pick up. It's supposed to be really warm again today. Last evening when we left here, it was 88 degrees. It's supposed to get about that temperature again today, I believe. So we'll have to make sure we have plenty of water with us. But this is our campsite. It's pretty nice. Private. Be down here all by ourselves. The disadvantage is it's about 40 miles away from the park. So we have to get going here. We're going to take, what's the name of this trail, Jenny? Queen's Garden Trail. My guess is we're going to see some hoodoos. This thin wall is called a fin. You see a little window there, and it roads away, then you get the hoodoo forming. This is supposed to be the most popular trail in the park. The fins get formed as you have these real narrow canyons or washes being formed in between them. It's a good example of how narrow they are. And there's a window up on top there. This ridge right here, this red ridge, used to be a fin. And then as it began to wear away, windows were formed. When the windows collapsed, hoodoos were formed. And when the hoodoos disappear, this ridge is left behind. This white rock on top is harder than the red rock, So it protects the hoodoo until it wears away. And then the red rock underneath it dissolves away faster. Of course, the red rock is older than the white rock. And I think we've entered the garden. We've gotten down lower into Queen's Garden. It gives us a view of the hoodoos from down below, looking up. We are now on Navajo Trail, heading back up to the top of the mesa. Down here we have ponderosa pine, cedars, kind of blocking our view of the hoodoos, but the green is nice. I think there's some bristlecone pine up here in this area too. I'm not positive. Well, this is what we came up so far. And we got a ways to go yet. My guess is most of those trees down there are ponderosa pine. Rainbow Point is the point highest in elevation that we're able to drive to. And here it is. In the far distance we can see smoke billowing up from a fire. Of course, not being in contact with the outside world news, we don't know where it is. But it's to the northeast of us. Wow. Making our way back down toward the entrance to the park now. So we're going lower in elevation. It has a good expansive view of the ponderosa forest below us and the staircase in the background. What's the name of the plateau way over there on the left, Jenny? Remember?
Oh, it was something like Aquarius.
Yeah, Aquarius Plateau. And I think someplace over here is Henry Mountain. Alright, the last point we're going to go to before we leave the park is Piracy Park Point. And we better get at least one picture of flowers. This is the Paria River flowing down out of the canyon. We are embarking on the Mossy Cave Trail. While hiking up to the cave and the falls, came upon this spring that is flowing water into the Paria River. Alright, this is Mossy Cave. That little spring that I showed you earlier flowing into Paria River originates here. Thus you get the mossy growth inside this alcove or overhang. Here you can hopefully see and hear the rain, water dripping through the rocks here. You got some moss growing on the ceiling of the cave, and then some down on the floor as well, where the water is hitting. And so ends our trip to Bryce Canyon. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow it's off to Zion.